Okay guys, it's Sunday. We've already got the car rolled out, as you can see here. After 2 nights of racing at Talladega this weekend. We've got a lot of cleanup to do, a lot of tire washing to do, which a lot of those tires are junk because of rubber. So we'll still clean them up anyways and see what we can do with them as far as a grinder and a grooving iron. But they're not going to be what they was. So we're going to get out here and get everything washed up, get cleaned up. First things first, as I edited the video last night, I think Dallas mentioned in the video that we was unsure of our plans for this coming weekend, so I want to touch on that real quick. Put that at the very front of this video so you guys will know. We were kind of waiting to see what they were going to do this weekend at Talladega with the Lucas Oil being there. We expected them to drop our class, and they did. With that being said, we were banking on them possibly running the 604s, and we were in talks with one of our friends about maybe driving his car in the 604 class this weekend. However, they dropped that class as well. I think now all they're running is 602s, modifieds, and hot shots, I believe. I could be wrong, but anyways, there's only going to be one other late model class other than the Lucas Oil. Obviously, we don't have a full-blown super late model motor. We got our spec motor, and we originally had thought about maybe trying to put it in and go down there and run, but I'm not comfortable with that because we've got an issue going on with the car, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. Once we get that figured out and fixed, then I wouldn't be against doing something like that, but I'm not confident in it this weekend. So we also had some other people talk to us about maybe driving their car this weekend, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Get ready for the final points race at Talladega next weekend, which would be the 18th? 15th. Be the 15th. What? October the 15th is the next race at Talladega. That's another Red Farmer tribute bash. I think it's his birthday race. It's the Ice Bowl qualifier, all that good stuff. So we'll be back down there that night, and that looks like that'll be the next time we race. So anyways, just want to touch on that real quick, get that out there. That way no one's making plans to see us or anything. Thanks to everyone who bought merchandise this past weekend. We had a great weekend selling t-shirts and hats and all. We'll be sure to get some more of that and get it put back, get it stocked back up. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Right now, as you can see, it's really tough work over there washing a race car. They've got it real rough. Maggie's eating her popsicle, and Dallas is over there soaking up the sun in her long sleeve clothes because she's cold. Because she's cold in 75-degree weather. But anyways, we're gonna get out here and go ahead and get started. I think Brandon said he was coming up, gonna help out a little bit today with wash day. So I'll try to get in here and get it knocked out and see if we can figure out the problem with this race car.
Alright guys, so Brandon and Brad are over here washing the car. Brad's taking the fenders off. Actually, they've already done a lot of it. I just have been over here running my mouth and not videoing. Brandon's doing a great job back here with the hose pipe. Brad's working on getting the other fender off right now. And then they're going to get the underneath washed, and then we'll get tires washed in just a little bit. Alright, so I went to get some sunscreen for Maggie. Brad's missing now. I don't know where he... Oh, there he is. I see him. Brandon's pressure washing the car. No shoes on. Brad is in here. What? been racing, we use a lot of tires. So there's all those 9 out there right now. There's 3 in the shop here. So total this weekend we used 13 tires. So we brought 1 home yesterday and what? Well, no, 12. 12. Yeah, we used the same tire both nights on 1 corner. But anyway, this wash day, nothing exciting here. We're gonna get all this washed up and we're gonna go grab a bite to eat in just a little bit, and then I'm sure we'll be back out here either Monday or Tuesday. We may take Monday off. We were gonna relax today and that didn't work out. We decided to go ahead and wash it, get that over with and behind us. And then we're gonna, the vibration, we aren't sure where it's coming from. It's either coming from a brake caliper or some bolt-ons, either a spindle, lower, upper, maybe even a tie rod. We don't know. We don't know where it's coming from. So what we're gonna do this week is tear apart both the left front and the right front and see what's going on. He definitely feels like it's in the front end. Where the vibration was previous, it felt more, he wasn't sure where it was at, but we thought maybe it was the transmission, and then we found the transmission problem, so we just went ahead and sent that off, got that taken care of. So the transmission problem has been eliminated, so that is not the problem clearly. So we've got to dig a little bit deeper and find out where that's coming from. The fuel pressure regulator, we are going to move that to the back of the motor. And as far as the season, Brad already kind of talked about it. We are thinking that we're taking off this weekend, if nobody, as long as nobody calls or contacts him. And then next weekend we'll be racing at Talladega Short Track, the Red Farmer's 90th birthday bash. That will be the final race of the season for Talladega Short Track. I'm sure that'll end the points. I don't know if this past weekend, we don't know when the points technically ends. It very well could have ended after last night, but we aren't sure. So either way, we're probably going to go run that, even if the points aren't ended, just because it's one last race and then we're done. We're more than likely that's going to be our last race for the year, and then we don't plan to run the ice bowl this year, just because it's just like NASCAR weekend. It's usually one lane right around the bottom. You got to run over everybody fast, and we just don't care to be a part of that. Our plans for next year, we don't know. We don't know. We will be racing. I'm not saying that we're not getting out of racing. We need some time off. But anyway, let's get back over here and do some videoing and see what Brad's doing. I think he wants me to dry this wheel because it's a new wheel, so that it don't get water spots and all splotchy. So let's get over here and see what he's got done now. Looks like he's made a little bit more headway. 7 tires left. He had 9 when I walked away, so we got 2 more down. But let me get this. This is the one he's wanting me to do. It is a brand new wheel, so we're gonna get this dried off and taken care of real quick. All right, guys. Brad's on the final tire. Thankfully, we've been washing for what seems like 19 hours. We raced Friday and Saturday, and then washed today. So it's been a long weekend. I'm ready for a day, so we don't worry about racing. Hopefully tomorrow we'll relax a little bit. But anyway, that's pretty much gonna be our wash day. The car's already finished up. You can see she's all cleaned up, ready to go. Shock covers, wheel covers, air filter cover, and then top, and then the bottom, I guess you would say the protective thing with this little thing right here, whatever that's called. It ripped, so we're gonna have to order one of those. That's just a spare one, and that one's a little bit stretched out. So that one ripped, and she was on its last leg. Those things don't last very long. They're not made of anything, but they do good. I mean, they take care of what they're supposed to take care of. They just don't last very long, but they're fairly inexpensive. I think they're like $20 or so. So it's not like it's gonna break the bank buy one. Not a big deal. But anyway, a lot of work we've got to do this week. Got to go through the front end, see what's going on there. And then got to fix the fuel leak issue. Tighten it, change it, fit. We got to do something to keep that from happening. when we race, not this coming weekend, but next weekend, just to get us by that race so that we can change where it's mounted for next year. But we'll tackle that in the off season. I don't really know if we're gonna put a new body on or anything like that. Well, I'm pretty sure we're putting a new body on, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna put a new deck and everything in it, because this year when we did some body work, we just replaced the sides. Quarter panel right here is taken and beaten, and well, both quarter panels always take a beating. That one's not as bad as this one is, but that one got hit twice this weekend. But anyway, this deck looks pretty rough, so we're gonna replace spoiler. You can see right here how bad the deck is. It's really hard to see, but you can kind of see all the mess in it where it's been straightened out. But anyway, we think we're gonna have to replace some front end parts. Thankfully, since we've had this car, we haven't been in any real bad wrecks or anything. He's taken a hit here and there, wheel-to-wheel contact, stuff like that, and that's what we're thinking may have happened. It may have been like a wheel-to-wheel contact and just bent a spindle or bent a upper or lower, and it's just not bent enough for it to pick up. Like we've got a spindle checker and we've checked both spindles and it's not bent, but sometimes that's not always the case. So I'm sure we'll be replacing something this week. I don't know exactly what it is, but we'll dive in a little bit deeper and see what's going on and where that vibration is coming from. It looks like he's still got to wash the hood and fenders, but other than that, our wash day is pretty much concluded. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Thanks to all those guys: Warp Speed Performance, Vinson Race Engines, Outer Vision Roofing and Exteriors, Brin Transmission, KT Heating and Air. Thanks to all of those guys. Thanks to SFP Performance. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I don't think I am. Huge thanks to Logan Gibson for videoing for us last night. If you've watched the video, you see the camera work that he done, and he done a great job. I don't think I've ever seen camera work so good. That was not me, that was Logan. Kudos to him. But you guys check out the video we posted earlier today. This one may be posted later tonight, it may be in the morning. But we appreciate all you guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out our Patreon page. We'll be posting some more in-depth stuff. Be telling you guys kind of our plans and what we're looking at for next season. All of that good stuff over there on Patreon. It looks like Brad's already washed those, actually. I thought they hadn't been washed. But all of our plans will be over there on Patreon. It'll be a little bit later. YouTube will see it deeper in the off season, but if you want to know our plans ahead of time, go check us out on Patreon. But we appreciate all you guys, and we'll see you soon.